It's Alex Jackson, and I'm here at BET where we got some exclusive content for Hit the Floor Season 4. So stay tuned.
So excited about Hit the Floor coming back. Like, I'm one of the original fans. So when I saw this, I was like, what? They're coming back. Okay, I'm excited. So what can we expect on this new season? Like, I'm geeked.
You better geek out even more because this season has more sex and intrigue and scandal and jaw-dropping dances. I'm not even kidding. I mean, how can we top off season 1, 2, and 3? Well, somehow our show creator James LaRosa and the other writers do it.
I was excited when I got the news it was coming back. So how excited were you all when you got the news it was coming back and you're going to be back on the show?
Oh, well, okay. So I 3 seasons and we didn't hear anything from VH1, so we all thought it was canceled. And finally, and I'm optimistic, and one fan, I was out somewhere and she was like, oh my gosh, I love the show, are you coming back? And I was like, no. The next day, I kid you not, it came out in the trades. And I called James LaRosa so fast, I was like, is there something you need to tell me? He goes, oh yeah, that little secret. The little secret, we're going on BET. Yeah. It was just an amazing home for us. It's perfect. We love it. Mm-hmm. And then this one is new to the show.
This is my first season, obviously on the show, but I clearly watched 3 of the seasons before the table read because James sends me links. I locked myself in my room for 3 days and I was like, and 3 seasons of Hit the Floor. But you know what? It was so easy because the show, the writing is so good. The dances are amazing. And, I'm thinking, okay, well, this is already an amazing show to be a part of. And then now that we're on BET, oh my goodness, they have ramped up everything. I mean, there is so much flavor in these dances, girl. Let me just tell you. I was like, watching this one twerk and do pep drops and whatnot. Like, it is serious. It really goes there. And the sex and the scandal and the secrets and the intrigue and everything that makes Hit the Floor so great is just times 100 now. It is crazy. Like, I used to, just even in between takes, we used to go grab our phones and be like, the new script is out, y'all, the new script is out. And we go run and grab our phones and just look to see because it just really takes it there.
So on this new season are you replacing Asha or did Asha go to New York?
Well, they're gonna be, what they're gonna be doing is they're gonna be, on the first episode, they'll show the evolution of the last time you saw the summer special and where everybody's characters are. They'll kind of show how that evolution happened.
Usually you, on the show, you kind of played the nice guy and, Asha did you wrong sometimes and stuff. But so will we see another side of your character this season? Like, will he not be the nice guy this season?
You know what? I think, I think that there's going to be a shift in German's energy this season. I think people know that he's a good-hearted person. I think he's shown that, especially with his relationship with Asha. But also, they've seen the other side of him as well, and they've seen that, he's not someone to just be played with, and that he does have a side that he can go to that, isn't so nice or isn't so happy. And, now that he's went through kind of like this big roller coaster where it's like he was the happy, loving, supporting boyfriend, and then he was accused of murder and went to jail and did all this other stuff, and then now, and lived with the secret and all these different things, and now that he's free. The last time we saw him, he was exonerated and he was let go, and there's a huge shift in his energy because now he's went through so much that now it's about what is the next elevation for German to make German happy, and not only make German happy but make the fans excited about German's character again, because now that you have seen him go from being with Asha to broken up to now we don't know. There's so much there's so much left open. Could he turn into this ladies' man? Could he get into a relationship with someone else? Could he be there? We don't know exactly where German's at. We know that he can go from 0 to 100, but I think it's very interesting to see how he lands on his feet.
What did it take for you to bring it back?
I think it took a few things. I think it took the fans who, we were never canceled, but we were they were sort of sitting, VH1 was sort of sitting, what do we do? And BET was like, excuse me. Well, and, a large part of that has to do with the fans who, there's so much love that goes back and forth between the fans and the cast, and and it's not like that kind of fake stuff where it's like, oh, thank you for watching. Like, we love, when they're like, oh, when you did that thing, we're like, I know, and then this other thing happened. So, I mean, they did a whole campaign where they were sending thongs into the network.
Oh, didn't know
Did you know about
Thongs.
this?
No, I did
Not
not.
flip flops either. Thumb
No.
panties.
Thongs for Hit the Floor 4. And so they were sending, you think I'm making this up? It's real. And they sent all, basically, like, constantly. And they were tagging BET in the whole thing. I mean, it's Devil's Nation we go hard. So I think a combination of that, and I do have a really sort of, I don't know how to describe it, but a feeling about the show. You know when you go, oh, okay, I feel like that story's been told. I don't have that feeling about the show. And so when BET called me and they said, would you be interested in taking Hit the Floor to BET? I was like, would I be interested? And my first reaction was actually, it wasn't about me, or it wasn't about the cast, or it wasn't about the show itself. I was just really excited for the fans. So I was like, when they hear this, they're going to be so excited.
Because when shows come back, they tend not to have the same people, and it's just not as good. So when this show come back, will we get that same feel that this is like, okay, season 4 is just like season 3, season 2, season 1. We get that same energy.
Yes. And Mac and I were talking about seeing things on social media as far as no matter what network you move to, there's changes. But it's the same show that you guys have loved from season 1. James LaRosa's back, same writers, same producers, most of the same casts.
And like to touch on that point, you know, some of the, you know, there are new faces and there are some people that didn't make the journey to the next season, but what's important is that without them we wouldn't have had a world to stand on. And to their credit respectively, you know, some of them are off doing pretty freaking amazing things, which is a credit to the work ethic that we have as a family. But I think, you know, moving forward and really thinking about what this season represents is it really represents an opportunity for us to, at the very least, start answering a lot of questions that we need to be answering. You know, when you be off TV for a long time, then you start seeing promos and stuff don't look the same. You always got questions. So hopefully, you know, that first episode is going to do a good job of answering a lot of the questions that we both get about relationships and storylines and stuff like that. So it's going to be dope.